Assalamu alaikum, my beloved brothers and sisters. Have you ever felt like life is not moving the way you hoped? Like doors keep closing, people leave, and every step forward feels heavier than the last? What if I told you that every delay, every struggle, every moment of confusion is not random? What if I told you that Allah is quietly preparing you for something greater than you can imagine, something that will transform your life in ways only He knows? In the next few minutes, I will share with you 7 powerful signs that Allah is preparing you for something big. Signs that most people miss, but if you recognize them, your heart, mind and soul will begin to align with the blessings Allah has planned. Pay close attention. This message could be the turning point in your life, a moment where you realize that everything you've been waiting for is already being prepared for you, and all you need to do is notice it, trust Allah and be ready. 1. Allah is quietly removing obstacles. Let us begin with the first sign that Allah is preparing you for something big. He begins to quietly remove obstacles from your life. Think about it carefully. Sometimes you may notice doors closing, relationships fading, or certain opportunities slipping away. At first, it may feel like a loss, and naturally the heart questions, why is this happening to me? But this is where faith plays its role. Allah is not punishing you. On the contrary, He is making space for something far greater. Imagine trying to plant a seed in a garden full of stones. The gardener must first remove the stones before the seed can grow. In the same way, Allah removes people, situations and distractions that may hinder your growth and barakah. He clears the path silently without causing you distress and without making the process obvious. Sometimes the things we cling to tightly, whether relationships, jobs or plans, are exactly what blocks the blessings Allah wants to bring into our lives. And so He allows them to drift away, not out of cruelty, but out of love and wisdom. Notice these moments in your life, when someone leaves unexpectedly, or when a plan fails, or when life changes in ways you did not anticipate. Pause and reflect. Recognize that Allah's hand is at work, preparing the way for something that you cannot yet see, something far bigger than your limited understanding. This is the beauty of divine preparation. It may be invisible to your eyes, but it is real. The obstacles you once faced, the burdens you carried, the people who may have distracted you from your true purpose, all are being removed. And when the time comes, you will realize that these closures were blessings in disguise, a way to open your life to the greater opportunities and guidance Allah has planned for you. 2. Inner peace replaces anxiety. The second sign that Allah is preparing you for something big is a subtle yet profound change within your heart. You begin to feel inner peace, even in the midst of uncertainty. At first, life may feel chaotic. Your mind races with worries about the future, about people, about circumstances you cannot control. But gradually, a calmness starts to settle in. You may not even notice it at first, but it is there, a quiet reassurance that everything is unfolding according to Allah's perfect wisdom. This peace is a sign. It tells you that Allah is training your heart to trust Him fully. He is teaching you to rely not on people, not on fleeting plans, but on Him alone. You begin to understand that the weight you feel in your life is temporary, and that with patience, clarity and trust, you will move towards what He has prepared for you. Do not be fooled by moments of fear or anxiety. These are temporary shadows. The real sign is that your heart begins to feel secure in the unseen, confident that Allah is managing every detail of your life. The anxiety fades not because the problems vanish immediately, but because Allah is giving your soul the strength to endure, to trust and to recognize His plan. So when you notice calm settling over your heart during turbulent times, remember this is a divine signal. Allah is preparing you, guiding you and aligning your inner world with the blessings that are yet to come. That's become lessons. The third sign that Allah is preparing you for something big is the way your challenges start transforming into lessons. At first, you may see trials, delays or failures as setbacks. You may feel frustrated, confused or even overwhelmed. But slowly a shift happens in your heart and mind. You begin to see these difficulties not as punishments, but as tools for growth. Allah is teaching you patience, resilience and reliance on Him through these tests. Every obstacle, every delay, every hardship carries a hidden purpose, a lesson designed specifically for you. Sometimes the lesson is subtle, learning to control your temper, to be patient with people, or to trust Allah when nothing seems clear. Other times it is profound, shaping your character, refining your intentions, and preparing your soul for a greater responsibility. Remember, the greatest achievements are often preceded by the toughest challenges. The moments that feel most heavy are the moments Allah is strengthening you for the blessings to come. So, when you face trials, do not despair. Pause, reflect, and ask yourself, what is Allah teaching me through this? Recognize that these moments are part of His divine plan. Each test is a step, a preparation for something far greater than you could imagine. A path only Allah has designed for you. 4 people exit your life. The 4th sign that Allah is preparing you for something big is that certain people begin to leave your life. At first, this may feel painful or confusing. Friends you relied on may drift away. Family members may become distant. Even colleagues or partners you trusted might no longer be around. Naturally, the heart questions, why is this happening to me? Did I do something wrong? But here is the wisdom. Allah is protecting you. He removes from your life those who may hinder your growth, distract you from your purpose, or even block the blessings He intends for you. This is not rejection or punishment. It is divine pruning. Just like a gardener trims branches to allow the tree to grow stronger, Allah carefully removes certain relationships to make space for what is truly beneficial. Instead of resentment or regret, see this as a sign of mercy. Say to yourself, Jazakallah khair for the lessons, and thank Allah for guiding me away from what could have harmed me. Pay close attention to this. The people who exit your life may have been obstacles to your destiny without you even realizing it. When you recognize this, you begin to trust Allah's plan more deeply. The exits, the separations, the departures, they are all part of a preparation for a life filled with His guidance, barakah, and blessings. 5 subtle blessings appear. The 5th sign that Allah is preparing you for something big is something very subtle, yet incredibly powerful. The appearance of small, unexpected blessings in your life. At first, you may not even notice them. Perhaps it is a kind word from someone you never expected. A door opening at the perfect time, a moment of clarity after days of confusion, or even a feeling of relief that seems to come from nowhere. You may be tempted to think, this is just luck, or it is coincidence. But if you look deeper, you will see that these blessings are deliberate signs from Allah, meant specifically for you. Allah is always watching, always guiding, and always preparing the best for His servants. These subtle blessings are like whispers of His mercy, gentle reminders that He is aware of your struggles, your patience, and your constant efforts to remain steadfast on the right path. They are signals not only of hope but also of preparation. Allah is shaping your life in ways you cannot yet see. Every small blessing is a piece of a larger plan, a divine design that will lead to greater success, deeper contentment, and unimagined barakah. Sometimes people expect preparation to be dramatic, a sudden promotion, an instant solution, a miracle that everyone notices. But more often Allah works quietly, arranging things in the background, aligning circumstances, and guiding your steps toward the right path. These subtle blessings are the evidence of this divine orchestration. They are signs that the obstacles you once faced are being replaced with opportunities that will bring you closer to your purpose, your potential, and your ultimate growth. It is important to pay attention to these moments. Do not dismiss them as ordinary. A smile, a word, an unexpected opportunity. These are all messages from Allah. They are His way of saying, I am here, I am guiding you, trust me. The more you recognize these blessings, the more your faith strengthens, and the more you are prepared to receive the bigger, more transformative changes that are coming. Remember, the blessing of recognition is just as important as the blessing itself. A believer who notices Allah's subtle guidance develops gratitude, patience, and mindfulness. They learn to rely not on their own strength, but on the wisdom and timing of their Creator. Every small blessing is a step in a journey that Allah is preparing for you. A journey that may be long and unseen, but one that will ultimately lead to immense joy, spiritual fulfillment, and a life aligned with His divine purpose. So, when you experience these subtle blessings, when doors open quietly, when relief comes unexpectedly, when a solution appears just in time, pause and reflect. Recognize that Allah is preparing you. Recognize that these small signs are not random. They are deliberate steps on a path towards something extraordinary. Be grateful, stay patient, and trust that Allah's plan is perfect. Your eyes may not yet see the final outcome, but every blessing, big or small, is guiding you closer to the fulfillment of your divine destiny. The heart that notices and appreciates these subtle blessings is a heart that is ready for the greater changes Allah has in store. It is a heart that is prepared for barakah, success, and the manifestation of His wisdom in ways that surpass human understanding. Do not overlook these moments. They are whispers from your Creator, preparing you for something monumental, something beautiful, something only Allah could orchestrate. And when the time comes, you will look back and realize that every small blessing was a part of the journey, a part of His perfect preparation, and a step toward the greatness He intended for you. 6. Dreams and guidance align. The sixth and final sign that Allah is preparing you for something big is perhaps the most subtle, yet the most profound. The way your dreams, thoughts, and guidance begin to align in a way that cannot be explained by coincidence. At first, it may be imperceptible. You may wake up with a thought that seems unusual, an idea that sparks curiosity, or a dream that lingers in your heart long after you wake. These moments may seem ordinary or even random, but for the believer with awareness and reflection, they are clear signs from Allah, whispering to your soul that you are being guided toward a path He has carefully laid out for you. Allah does not reveal His plans all at once. He works in the unseen, in ways that our limited minds cannot always comprehend. Sometimes we feel lost, as though we are wandering aimlessly, struggling to find the right direction in life. But gradually, subtle signs appear, nudges in your decisions, moments of clarity when confusion seems overwhelming, and dreams that reflect the guidance you need. These are not coincidences. These are divine signals, carefully placed by Allah to prepare you for a purpose far greater than what you can imagine. Have you ever experienced a moment when multiple things in your life start to make sense all at once? When decisions that previously seemed difficult suddenly become clear? When your heart feels an unexplainable certainty about a choice or a direction? This is no accident. Allah is aligning your inner world, your thoughts, your dreams, and your aspirations with the reality He is preparing for you. He is shaping your path, arranging circumstances, and guiding your steps, all while allowing you the free will to choose, reflect, and grow. The alignment of your dreams and guidance is also a test. Allah tests the sincerity of your heart, your willingness to trust Him, and your patience in following His plan. Sometimes the alignment is subtle and requires reflection. Other times it is unmistakable, demanding that you act decisively. The believer who is attentive notices these signs, listens to the whispers of the heart, and moves forward with courage and faith. This alignment often comes after seasons of trials, delays, and confusion. The challenges you face, the people who left your life, the obstacles that once seemed insurmountable, all of these were preparation. Each struggle refined your character, strengthened your faith, and honed your perception, enabling you to recognize Allah's guidance when it arrives. The path becomes illuminated, not because life suddenly becomes easy, but because your heart is now capable of discerning the subtle signs of divine direction. It is also important to understand that Allah's guidance may not always align with your immediate desires. Sometimes the plan He has for you is far greater than what you initially imagined. A door may open in a way you did not expect. A dream may unfold differently than planned, or opportunities may come from unexpected directions. The key is to trust, to be patient, and to remain attentive. Recognize that every alignment, every subtle guidance, and every realization is part of a meticulously prepared journey designed to elevate you spiritually, emotionally, and even materially. Notice the patterns in your life, the moments when inspiration strikes at the right time, when prayers are answered in ways that feel miraculous, when your intuition guides you to make decisions that lead to unforeseen blessings. These are all signs that Allah is preparing you. Your dreams and thoughts are converging with His guidance, preparing you for a future filled with purpose, barakah, and success that only He can orchestrate. So, beloved brothers and sisters, pay close attention to these moments. Record your thoughts, reflect on your dreams, and consider the guidance that quietly steers your life. When these alignments occur, respond with action, faith, and gratitude. Do not ignore the signs. Do not dismiss the gentle nudges that direct your heart and mind toward what Allah has planned. They are rare, precious, and transformative. This final sign is also a reminder of the intimate connection between a believer and Allah. When your dreams align with divine guidance, it is a reflection of your heart's sincerity, your trust in Allah, and your patience through trials. You are being prepared not just for worldly success, but for spiritual elevation, for fulfillment of your purpose, and for blessings that will ripple through your life in ways you cannot yet imagine. Take this seriously. Every alignment, every sign, and every moment of clarity is an invitation from Allah. He is calling you to pay attention, to act wisely, and to move with faith. These signs are His way of saying, I have a plan for you, I am preparing you, trust me, and step forward with courage. When you recognize this, a transformation occurs within the believer. You begin to live with awareness, to notice the subtle guidance in your daily life, and to act decisively in alignment with divine wisdom. You no longer wait for miracles to appear suddenly. You see them unfolding gradually in ways that prepare you for the greatness Allah has designed for you. So remember, the alignment of your dreams and guidance is not just a coincidence. It is a divine preparation, the final sign that your heart, mind and soul are ready for something truly extraordinary. Be attentive, be grateful, and step forward with faith. Allah is preparing you for something monumental, and this alignment is the final signal that the moment of transformation is near and your life is about to change in ways only Allah can orchestrate. 7. Recognizing divine timing and patience. The seventh and perhaps the most essential sign that Allah is preparing you for something truly significant is the way you begin to recognize His divine timing in every aspect of your life. Life often feels chaotic. We rush, we plan, we desire, and we push forward as if our own effort alone can dictate the unfolding of events. But the believer begins to notice a subtle truth. Things happen when Allah wills, not necessarily when we expect. The doors that open, the opportunities that arrive, the people who enter or leave, all of these occur according to His perfect wisdom. And this is the seventh sign, the understanding and awareness that everything unfolds in divine timing, and that patience is not just a virtue but a necessary tool for spiritual elevation. At first, this awareness may feel challenging. You may be waiting for a breakthrough, for a response, or for a change that seems overdue. Perhaps you have prayed, hoped, and worked tirelessly, yet the results seem delayed. This is precisely the moment where Allah is testing your heart. He is preparing you by teaching endurance, trust, and reliance on Him alone. The moments of delay, the periods of uncertainty are not failures, they are essential stages in your preparation. Allah is shaping your character, aligning circumstances, and ensuring that when the blessing finally arrives, it will bring maximum benefit and barakah. Notice carefully how life unfolds. Often you may look back and realize that a delay you once resented was a blessing in disguise. That closed door, that missed opportunity, or that moment of disappointment was actually a protective measure by Allah. He removed what was harmful, what was distracting, or what was simply not meant for you. Your impatience may have blinded you to this wisdom, but as your understanding deepens, you begin to see the invisible hand guiding your journey. Patience is not merely waiting, it is trusting Allah's timing while remaining steadfast in your efforts, prayers, and intentions. The believer who masters this art experiences a transformation. Anxiety no longer dominates the heart, despair no longer clouds the mind, and the small blessings in life are appreciated fully. This is the true mark of preparation. When your heart aligns with Allah's timing, every event becomes meaningful, every challenge becomes instructive, and every delay becomes a lesson in faith. Divine timing also teaches humility. It reminds the believer that control is not ours alone, and that relying solely on human effort without seeking Allah's guidance is incomplete. When you understand this, you begin to surrender in a way that is proactive, not passive. You continue to strive, to learn, and to act, but always with the deep awareness that the ultimate outcome is in Allah's hands. This balance of effort and trust is a hallmark of spiritual maturity and preparation for greater blessings. Furthermore, recognizing divine timing strengthens your gratitude. Each moment, whether seemingly ordinary or challenging, is a chance to reflect on Allah's wisdom and mercy. You begin to notice how every delay, every redirection, and every subtle guidance fits into a grander picture that only He can orchestrate. Your perspective shifts from immediate gratification to long-term divine planning. This understanding quiets the heart, sharpens the mind, and opens the soul to receive the monumental changes Allah has prepared. And here is the most profound aspect. When you patiently wait for Allah's timing, you are often guided toward blessings far greater than you imagined. What you may have once thought was a setback may turn out to be the very path that leads to your purpose, your spiritual growth, and your ultimate success. Allah's timing is perfect because it takes into account not only what is beneficial for your worldly life, but also for your spiritual elevation, your character, and your preparation for the future. So, beloved brothers and sisters, the seventh sign to watch for is this. You begin to recognize and trust divine timing. Your heart grows patient, your mind grows clear, and your soul begins to see the invisible threads of guidance in your life. Every moment of waiting, every delay, and every redirection is a sign that Allah is meticulously preparing you for something big. something beautiful, something life-changing, and something only He can orchestrate. Pay attention to the quiet moments. Notice when circumstances align in unexpected ways, when solutions appear just at the right time, and when challenges transform into lessons. These are not coincidences, they are divine preparations. Be patient, remain steadfast, and trust in Allah's timing. Understand that the moments you find most difficult are often the very moments preparing you for your greatest triumphs. This is the ultimate preparation. When your heart, your mind, your dreams, and your actions align with divine timing, you become ready to receive the blessings Allah has planned for you. Blessings that will elevate your life in ways you could never have imagined. Be patient, be aware, and recognize that Allah's timing is perfect and His plan is unfolding exactly as it should. Beloved brothers and sisters, now that you have witnessed these 7 signs, take a moment to reflect on your own life. Think about the obstacles that were quietly removed, the moments of peace that replaced your anxiety, the lessons in every trial, and the people who were guided out of your life for your own good. Allah's plan is perfect. Every delay, every struggle, every blessing, no matter how small, is preparing you for something bigger, something greater, something only Allah can orchestrate. So today, I invite you to pause, trust, and surrender. Trust that He sees what you cannot see, knows what you do not know, and is guiding you exactly where you are meant to be. Be patient, stay steadfast, and allow His plan to unfold in its perfect time. Remember, your heart, your dreams, and your actions are all aligned with divine guidance. The signs are there, subtle yet profound, waiting for you to notice them, embrace them, and act upon them. Before we end, let us make a simple intention. Ask Allah to guide your steps, open doors of barakah, and prepare your heart for the blessings He has planned. Seek patience in every delay, clarity in every challenge, and trust in every moment. If this message touched your heart, share it with others so they too may recognize the signs Allah is placing in their lives. And do not forget, your journey is unfolding beautifully, even if you cannot yet see the destination. May Allah bless you, protect you, and prepare you for the greatness He has destined for you. Assalamu alaikum.